Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, but you can call me BC. Today's April 20th, and my 12th week of my webcast, live at Bobby Cinema, are just the new movies and DVDs that's out this week. Where I make my final grade on the movie out this week. Onto my website where you can read the plot and watch the movie trailer. The first movie out this week in theaters is Baby Mama, starring Tina Fey, written and directed by Michael McCullers, produced by Lauren Michaels, and just by Universal Pictures. I took of this film. I don't recommend people watching this movie. Tina Fey is the worst choice actress to make in this film. She's got a writer, but a terrible actor in this film. I don't recommend people watching this movie in theaters. I grade this movie a C-. The next movie out this week is Deal, starring Burt Reynolds and Brad Harrison, written and directed by Gil Cates Jr., produced by Michael Artara, and just by MGM Pictures and 7 Art Pictures. I took a look at this film. I recommend people watching this movie. This movie is really good. Burt Reynolds made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Harold and Kumar, Escape from Guantanamo Bay, starring John Chow and Cal Penn, written, directed, and produced by John Hurwitz, Hayden Schultzberger, produced by New Line Cinema. I took up this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. Cal Penn and John Chow reprised their roles as slackers, Harold and Kumar, that got themselves back in trouble again in Amsterdam again. My hat's off to them. Rate this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Inception, starring Hugh Jackman, Ewan McGregor, and Michelle Williams, directed by Marcel Gerger, produced by Robbie Renner, and just by 20th Century Fox. I took up this film. This movie has great suspense and thriller in this movie. It's better than Basic Instinct. Michelle Williams, Hugh Jackman, and Ewan McGregor made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B. The next movie out this week is Rogue, starring Radha Mitchell, written, directed, and produced by Greg McLean, and used by Dimension Films. I took up this film. I recommend people watching this movie. This movie has great horror and genre in this film. Radha Mitchell made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie this week is Then She Found Me, starring Helen Hunt and Colin Firth, directed by Helen Hunt, produced by Moon Blonner, and just by Blue Rider Pictures. I took up this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. Helen Hunt and Colin Firth made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie an A+. Movies are out this week. The next movie that's out on DVD this week is Charlie Wilson's War, starring Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts, directed by Mike Nichols, produced by Tom Hanks, and just by Universal Pictures and played home. I took a look at this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to them. Rate this movie an A-. The next movie out this week is The Savages, starring Laura Linney and Philip Seymour Hoffman, written and directed by Tamara Jenkins, produced by Alexander Payne, and just by Fox Searchlight. I took up this film, and I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. Laura Linney made an extraordinary performance in this film. My hat's off to her. Rate this movie an A+. The next movie out this week is Cloverfield, starring Liz Kaplan and Jessica Lucas, directed by Matt Reeves, produced by J.J. Abrams, and just by Paramount Pictures. I took up this film, and I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. This is a great action and sci-fi movie, better than Congo. Lizzie Kaplan and Jessica Lucas make a stunning performance in this film. My hat's off. Grade this movie an A. This week is One Missed Call, starring Janice Osman and Edward Burns, directed by Eric Valette, produced by Scott Carruth, and just by Warner Brothers. I took a look at this film. I don't recommend people watching this movie. You should get better actors and better writers for this film. Grade this movie a D-. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week. We're introduced to new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my website where you can look into my new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out my stairs.